Donald Trump last night took to social media after a very, let's just say, less than stellar day. He goes on True Social, and of course, he rambles like a scoring X. The target this time was Rosie O'Donnell. So yeah, after a long day of just rambling about DC safety, not caring about the Epstein files, and his health, I guess, and going to restaurants, Donald Trump sat down in his chambers and proceeded to rant all night on Truth Social. And I don't know if it was for a lot of positive response. Somehow, Rosie O'Donnell is this punch card he has. I don't understand it. It's like when things go bad, attack Rosie. He did this last time, right when the Epstein files first appeared, and he seems to do it again. I don't want to say first appeared, but when the Epstein files was first brought back up during the whole Elon thing, and he brings it back up again. But this time, Gavin Newsom, little press office, comes to the rescue, man. Loki, this office might be the saviors of democracy. I'm not even gonna lie. This Twitter account is amazing. And the funniest thing about this is that this dude was just saying how AI could be bad, and then he posts AI picture of Rosie O'Donnell, which is absolutely ridiculous. And there he goes again with Adam Shifty Schiff, the Shifty Schiff.
Anyone who stands up to the president, anyone who criticizes the president, anyone who says anything adverse to the president's interests gets the full weight of the federal government brought down on them.
Why does this dude post on Truth? Like, Truth's never gonna catch on, bro. Just go back to Twitter, man. Come on, man. Well, Newsom's responded with this old picture right here, and honestly, I know it's AI enhanced, but it's not that far off, man. It's really not that far off. But back to some more important stuff that's actually really going on. So, the Epstein list is being reported to be able to be read on the House floor under constitutional immunity. This is what Newsweek is reporting. And of course, Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene are the people looking to do so. In conjunction with some of the victims, they've already stated that they want to make their own list if this Transparency Act falls through, which is absolutely insane. But as Thomas Massey says, he just thinks that there's a lot of people Donald Trump is trying to protect, and you don't want to cut out the money, man. The money is too important right now. These politicians, the money is important for, like, the number one thing. It's pretty insane. And of course, Donald Trump called it a Democratic hoax, even as the survivors are right there on the Capitol telling him, hey, this is not a hoax. But I don't know. It's just, he's very tone deaf about these types of things, man. And then he goes on to rant about Kennedy files and how we should focus on DC, kind of the little sleight of hand. But yes, as of right now, it's looking like Thomas Massey and MGT are really going hard on this thing. Are they doing it for more reasons? Are they doing it for political capital? I don't know. I would say probably both. I mean, maybe more political capital. I do kind of see like people are trying to find life after Trump, and I kind of feel like Thomas Massey might be the guy. He's not running again, and I think that he would probably win a primary for election, man. I'm not sure if he would win the election right now, but if he wanted to go up, I totally see him winning, especially if he ends up taking down a lot of people with this whole Epstein thing. Another major thing that's happening right now is that Trump is gearing up to go to different cities with the National Guard. And a lot of the National Guardsmen are kind of getting weary of this. They're getting tired, they're burnt out. You don't really sign up for the National Guard to pick up trash. And it's just affecting their lives at home. They're not used to being out like this, right? When you're in the National Guard, you live a certain lifestyle, and yes, you do prepare for it, but the sacrifices that have to be made to pick up trash is totally different than the sacrifices you're willing to make to, defend your country. against foreign invaders, right? So suppose you're E5 in the National Guard. You live a different lifestyle than what an E5 would typically live in the military, right? If you're E5, all you know is the military, so your lifestyle is built around the pay of E5. But when you're a National Guard, you have other income, you have other lifestyles. You may have two trucks and a house and two kids, right? But that E5 pay is not going to be able to cover all the bills for your household, especially in today's economy where there's a lot of inflation going on. So it's just worrying a lot of people. They don't know when they're going to get back home, and it just seems frivolous. And I understand that. I would be pretty upset too. Like, even if you are just active duty, being out there on deployment, man, you want to leave. So, I don't know. I understand why they're wary. But it seems Trump is moving forward. He really wants Chicago. He's like, Pritzker, call me up, please. Please, Pritzker, call me up. And Pritzker is, Pritzker's not going to call him up, man. Pritzker, he's too desperate, bro. do some no contact for a little bit, man. Quit trying to be so desperate, man. Pritzker's not going to call you. But I really do think that Chicago is in Donald Trump's crosshairs, but I think New Orleans is probably more of the safer bet. So I do think New Orleans is going to happen, and I think it's going to be a huge, huge mess. Even the people in New Orleans are not going to like this. And it's kind of funny how the right was very against having the military in the streets, and now it seemed to be flipped over. But that's that's Trumpism, man. He does things, flips it over, and tells you that this is the way now. And he calls people rhinos, Republican in name only, when he is the one that is pro-terrorist, pro-military in the streets, and various other things. I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, that's it for right now. Hope you have a wonderful day. Go talk to a person, maybe take a walk. Enjoy life, man. Enjoy life. Peace out.